In another time. In another dimension. Bearded warriors. Trapped in an eternity of vapid space. Doomed to wander the galaxy. Broadcasting their nonsense to the void. This is StarCast.
Perfect timing for Perfect to hop up.
I'm back. I didn't go anywhere.
Oh crap, Nightbot is running a commercial. Type in cancel. Type in cancel quick.
Run that all the ads.
Oh my god, it just started a commercial just as we started the show.
Cancel. Good one.
Perfect. Too late. You didn't get it.
Perfect timing.
You didn't get it, bud.
It's too late.
Nightbot, you bastard.
2 minutes.
Nightbot, you prick.
Nightbot is a bastard. You see when he
He's great.
when he yells at people, he like calls them names and stuff. Die in a fire.
Yeah. That's why I originally picked Nightbot over Moobot, but not that it really makes a difference.
Nightbot's only doing his job.
Keyboy says, "Thank you for wearing pants, Perfect."
Good thing it wasn't me.
See, I don't share that particular opinion.
We have to wait. So
Can we take them off?
okay,
Take 'em off.
while we're waiting and we're watching commercials, let's talk about the commercials because people can't. Some people can see it, some people can't.
Commercials.
The commercials that we're gonna do is we're gonna do them on the hour, and they're gonna be a block. So we'll get 3 minutes. Oh, wait, did we say 3 minutes?
Yep, 3.
Right now we have it at 2. We were gonna bump it up to 3, I thought. So that way it's one block of commercials. It doesn't bother anything else, and then we can go get some sandwiches or something.
Sandwich.
So we might do that.
Please turn off ad block to increase revenue for Geekdomo.
Yeah,
Please whitelist this page.
please.
Yeah, Crushfield, I know that you like ad block and stuff, but you're not supporting the streamer by having ad block running, so.
I mean, not that we're saying that makes you a dick, but that makes you a fucking dick.
All right.
No.
I like how we're starting tonight.
Oh yeah, well, this is the best way to start actually.
Welcome to StarCast.
Not like
You're
an
a kid,
explosion,
Dick.
more like more like a poot. Kind of thing.
Yeah, the commercial's over.
Okay, commercials are over. Hey everybody, welcome to Star Citizen, StarCast, with Mr. StarCast, Perfect Nerd, Trendane Bod, and Core of Existence, and myself, Mr. Geekdomo. Paradox moves to ad blocks all the internets. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Get your legs frozen in a lake there, Mr. Moose.
Yeah. Mr. Moose. Bad Moose. Gonna go swimming with the fishes.
Yeah, Shane. I'm playing with the fishes, Shane.
Queen Etna says Trendade is so nude.
What?
He apparently looks like he's wearing clothes to me. He looks like he's going to the Australian outback.
I
I
think he just got lost and a hat found him.
My other hat is over there, and I don't feel like going to get it.
Yoko Rose is asking how many questions has Cyberwolf prepared for tonight.
The best one so far is Trendane in Australia. No. Or going hunting was his second one. No. However, his question did make me want to say "clever girl," but I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Clever girl. But she was British anyway. She wasn't. He was British. He wasn't Australian anyway.
Yeah, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell exactly? All right, so we have a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight, and the first one is already up on the screen because I forgot to turn it off. But before we get to that, make sure you type in question in brackets so that we know that it's coming, and our super mod bod will grab them up and stick them into our preformed chat window over here on the left. Queen Anna said, I said nude, not rude.
Other way around. Rude, not nude.
So the way the font looks, it's all like merged together.
It's alright. You're getting old.
I am getting old.
Wall of text.
Yeah, really. What the hell?
Cyberwolf. Come on. At least space them
questions.
out like every 10 minutes or
No,
so.
he barfs them all over the page. Blah.
Now you have
Questions.
Give other people a chance to pretend they have questions.
What the?
Okay, so also we are going to be giving away an Aurora tonight.
Aurora?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. No.
An Aurora package.
Entire package too.
Yes. The whole package. The whole package for the Aurora. Gifted to us by Mr. Stockass.
I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a twat.
I've heard that too.
You are what you eat.
Yes. Pretty.
All right, yes.
like you slightly disgusted there for a second.
Yes, the Aurora is a Aurora package. It does not have LTI Crushfield. Sorry.
Oh, Crushfield, don't you swear. Don't you swear
It
at
is. It is the small package. Good things come in.
Yes.
me. That's right. Don't you go talking about my package.
Yeah, Ranger XML says that we are at
I'll think about that
3.4 thousand alpha slots. They are going down, aren't they?
No, they're not. They're not going
Why?
down. No, they're
You
not.
were wrong. They're gonna run out of alpha slots.
No,
No,
they're
they're not.
it's gonna magically
They're
poop out
infinite.
more.
They're like demo coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, have some more alpha slots.
That's some more alpha slots. We're just gonna poop out
4
some more.
million alpha slots.
Yeah, they'll run out when beta's announced, and I don't think we're a month away from it. Then they'll run out of alpha slots.
Paradox Moose says we have started at the middle of the show. We figured we'd start at the middle this week, and then go from there, because typically it takes 30 minutes to devolve into this.
The ad for
Or
everything.
evolve, depending on your point of view.
I would also note that he
Bod?
shaved.
Bod
He
did,
shaved.
Yeah, the animal on his face had died,
My sister took her cat back. She came and took the cat. I need
which
to
was
get a new
stapled to his face.
one. We'll find a new cat. It's alright.
All right, so let's get on with our topics tonight. We have dual orgs and these spy networks. First off, let's talk about the dual organizations. They mentioned it. They went. Sandy went up to where'd she go?
Montreal.
Montreal, and talked more Frenchies. But then she ended up talking with somebody who's from
Frenchie.
Portugal, I guess.
Frenchies. Frenchies. Them damn
Not-
Frenchies.
Or from Brazil.
Yeah, he was from Brazil or Portugal. It was weird. It was odd to hear that accent, that language. I'm not really familiar with it. But anyway, and they talked all about the organizations, how they were going to be setting them up, and there was some pretty cool stuff in there for how you can set your organization, how you can do your hierarchy, graphics, all that kind of stuff. It looked really good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
So, actually, run a
Okay, next
correction.
topic.
We have to run a correction from last week
Okay.
because we said that, and this is actually, I have no idea how these two facts go together, so this might not be a correction. This might be pointing out inconsistency. But last week we mentioned that you can have affiliate organizations. You can be part of affiliate organizations, right? As long as your head organization says that it's okay for you to be a part of those affiliate organizations.
They said that
and
last
this
week.
Yeah, they said that the week before.
Yeah.
And then this last Wingman Tanker, they said that no, actually, or maybe not no, I don't know. But they said that, you know, you can have secret whatever affiliate organizations that you're a part of.
Well,
You know.
Well, if they said that you had the ability to hide it. What
Right.
other affiliates you're actually joined to? Like, unless you specifically hide it, a part of a main group, the head of that group should be able to see all of the affiliates you're affiliated with. But they did also say you have the ability to hide affiliates. Therefore, they'll see that you're part of another group, but they won't be able to see who it is.
They
said they wanted that. Yeah, no, they said they wanted that specifically because they wanted that sort of, I guess, conflict or something. It's like, if you are a part of a secret organization, it won't necessarily state that you're with someone specifically, but it does say, hey, I'm with someone else. Bit like you're cheating on your missus or something.
Go ahead. I'll just throw it out there, but people who've been playing EVE for years, or people who've been playing other games for years, know that it's so easy to just have 2 accounts so that you don't have to be a part of one organization and the other organization on the same account.
Mm-hmm.
But
there is ways around it, right?
I mean, that's the thing. If you're actually doing any kind of like work in the like super secret spy stuff or whatever, you're not going to do it on the same account that you do your regular stuff on. That's like having like a secret affiliation is like declaring to your organization that you are a double agent.
Right.
Yeah.
We can call your organization a criminal organization and let everybody know.
And also, if you're going to hide your organization from your other organization, whichever organization is bigger is going to go, well, why are you trying to hide it? I mean, what's supposed to be the big deal here?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just inviting problems with it. Either be transparent or just have 2 accounts, right?
I'm hiding it because I don't want you to know my other organization's called the Pooh Bears.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's about it.
Yep. So I think that's going to actually add a little bit of later complexity, and I think it's cool. I think it's a neat way to go about it because unlike guilds, when you're in a guild, you back in the old days at least, you played with a guild because you had the sense of camaraderie and loyalty to get the boss down and all the things you did to do in your guild. You kind of stuck together, and when you left and went to another guild, everyone felt really let down and sort of brokenhearted. But that's what people do is they'd make an alt and then go play in another guild, so they could at least do it and not have people get upset. So this kind of way where you can be in multiple organizations at the same time and not really tell the other organizations is kind of cool, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we always.
Cyberwolf is saying, or the other one is that furry organization. I'm like, yeah, I know them.
Yeah, we actually had a guest on here from the furry organization, so be nice.
One of the furry organizations. There are a couple of them.
Yeah, there's a couple of them?
Yeah. One of the multiple.
Actually, Adric, I wanted to welcome tonight, first night watching. Thank you for coming up, Adric, and hanging out. And Elsie, good to see you in the audience, and Digrin, and Dreadwolf, Cyberwolf, Crushfield. Hey, Kelling Dots, thanks for following. All right, let's go on to the next topic, I guess. Topic dose. The 41 million letter. Now, this is going to be the big topic anyway, because we have so much to talk about in here. Let's go on to the next topic. Okay.
Nah. Content.
So first off, 41 million is the big stretch goal because we hit the procedurally generated planet side stuff. And that's pretty damn cool. Does anybody want to talk about how that works or what it means for those who might not know?
Basically, it's a modular system. The setting.
Everyone's like so excited tonight. I don't know what's going on.
It's a modular system they've set up. So you start with a bunch of pre-made assets, and the procedural generation will basically pick and choose different assets depending on a set list of parameters that you sell it to grab. So it's like, I want this type of aesthetic and this type of system and this type of world with this biosphere or whatever. And it says, okay, and it just generates the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it makes allows them to generate a lot more planet-side content without having to go and individually put everything.
An example of this is like Minecraft. Like in Minecraft, you can be on your planet and just run in one direction and kind of keep running that same direction. Thanks, Queen Etna. So that's kind of what it means. Is it he kind of procedurally generates, and what he's saying is if they want it to be sort of like a wet planet, they can have sort of assets for like a jungle type environment or like a water world kind of thing, and as you run or move in one direction, it can generate on the fly as it goes.
Yeah, they basically said that they're creating, at the moment, they're currently creating a massive amount of templates from all the different architecture types, combinations of different architecture types. I'll spit it out in a minute. And all that sort of stuff. So it's almost, I mean, it's probably more complicated, but it's almost like a tick box situation. It's like, all right, we got to make a planet. What do we want this one to look like? For instance, it's going to be a very built up, very colonized world, so it's going to be lots of buildings, so density high. We're going to make it look like old Victorian London. Yep, click that. And then we want it to have elements of, I don't know, something else. Tick that box, hit the button, go, and the thing will basically just create an entire sort of surface of the planet that represents those particular things that they desire, and but they're making massive amounts of them because they've got 100 systems with how many planets in each system that can be possibly landed on. Oh my lord,
like 450 or something.
Pretty amazing,
redonkulous. So it's pretty cool, and it'll be interesting to see just how varied, like just how many different architecture types they want to try and cram into a particular cityscape. It'll be interesting. I have faith. It'll be varied enough for us to not go 5 planets later, hey, this looks pretty familiar.
As long as the algorithms are somewhat smart enough to sort of put the architecture types sort of in the same groups together, rather than have you are Art Deco, you are New Fuck, you are this, and then just have all these houses next to each other, and you just go, no. So yeah, as long as the algorithm is smart enough to recognize some pattern, then I'll be happy enough with it.
You are New Art Deco.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Just like giant dildo.
Don't want to live on the Art Deco world. No.
Oh, why not?
Crushfield just donated $5 so he could leave his ad block on. That's fine. Thanks, Crushfield. That's fine.
Hey, that works.
It works.
That works.
It'll actually take me like 6 months to make $5 from ads from one person, but hey, maybe longer. So that's nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Make it out probably. In 5 or 6 months, you'll have to pay another $5.
Maybe. Yep. All right, so let's get on to the controversial thing one last time, because I know some people probably are tired of hearing everyone talk about it, but Oculus and Facebook and Roberts Space Industries, or Chris Roberts' stance on it. Did this surprise anybody that he was going to kind of go with a soft rebuke of it?
No.
Because
we said last week he was going to be hardware agnostic about this kind of thing. So
yeah, it wasn't hardcore. It wasn't like I really hated it, but basically he was saying that not so bad. Now they can develop all kinds of good stuff.
It's like, we're never going to do it. I like the caveat.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we said last week. I mean, if Oculus really wants to, compete with companies like Sony and stuff like that, they just needed more money.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to get it, the only way I believe they could get as much money as they were given now was by doing the Facebook trade. So, at the end of the day, if you want Oculus to become a staple, this was probably the right move, even if it feels like they're selling out.
If Chris Roberts is anything, he's actually pretty adept at taking a bad situation and kind of turning people's opinions around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He.
I loved his comment saying that I have been in 2 types of hostile or 2 types of takeover situations, and I will never be doing that again. I mean, I like that quote.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I also like to point out that I found it ridiculously funny that John Carmack didn't know that Facebook was going to buy Oculus. He's the CTO of Oculus, and he's like, I was in a conversation with Mark Zuckerberg, and a week later, I find out that Oculus got bought out. You could tell he had his PR thing going where it's like, yeah, I'm totally cool with this, but you could tell he was kind of pissed off Nobody really told him about it.
Yeah, that would be a major, like, you know. Well, honestly, who cares? He's just drive off in his Ferrari and say fuck it. You know, I mean, at some point, the money is pretty nice.
You can imagine that every single person of the executive branch at Oculus Rift got a pay raise that
A little one,
went
yeah.
through the fucking roof.
A tiny
Oh,
one.
I'm sure the investors were very happy.
They can now afford cable internets.
I mean, the merge, or at least the buyout of Oculus, is almost the level of, Google back in 1999 when everyone was like, what the fuck is this company?
Yeah.
I mean, that it's that level of magnitude that just fucking went. And we'll see if it actually works out. Probably will.
And now Microsoft will have to do something with ViewMaster technology to make it, comparable.
They'll probably call it Xbox 3.
Very nice. And then the next thing is the stretch goal from the 43 million. Now we have Omni-Roll Combat Armor, Orc, Mark 9. Who's up on this? Who wants to talk about this? About the Orc?
Not me.
No?
I'm good.
No. I'm asking for somebody who wants to expound upon it. I can read it. All right, the standard marine armor for almost 20 years. The Orc armor is prohibitively more expensive than the standard issue infantry armor used by Army ground forces, but the Marines boast far fewer numbers and tend to make compelling arguments for what they get. Ask whatever. So basically, it's new armor.
No, it's just apparently nobody wants to talk about it, and they're just like, whatever. Somebody read, and then you're like, okay, fine, I'll read it, and you get halfway through, you're like, whatever,
Like, I'll read it. No.
You can't even make it halfway through the book. Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah. words on page, words, blue words on black page. Yes.
I'm sure most people have it themselves anyway. I mean, there's not much there.
I love the fact that they have ablative plates, however.
Ooh, ablative. It's a good word.
It's a great word, and I'm really glad that they actually took the time to write a nice word like ablative and have a grand total of about 6 people read the goddamn thing. So, fucking not you people.
No, Snowdwin just donated some more money.
People.
We will talk about the donations in a little bit. I'm going to PAX, and so these donations are going for helping me buy the equipment and stuff. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's a lot of words and stuff. Okay, I guess the last thing we could talk about the new stretch goal reward.
I have another question.
Oh sure, yeah, by all means.
How quickly? I want to start a pool.
We can do a straw poll.
How fast do you think we're going to reach 42? And then, by comparison, how long after that do you think it's going to take us to reach 43?
Okay,
because
so straw poll. Okay,
it's going to be like everybody wants that damn towel, and after everybody throws just huge amounts of money into 42, we're like, all right, fuck it for a while. I don't care. And it's going to take us like a year to reach 43 million.
Judging from the rate that it's already gone, it'll probably take another 2 weeks. And then after that, 12 months.
Well, it depends on what they release at PAX, and if they do sort of wow a big bunch of people with what they've done.
It'll come down to next week, right? I mean, if they show off DFM next week, it's not going to be 2 weeks. It's going to be 1 week, and it's going to be like 12 hours.
It's gonna be a lot of people just trying to shove money. Take my money. Trying to ram their money down Chris's throat. It's like, take my freaking money.
It's like that scene in The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover. Where, never mind.
All right, here's the straw poll, guys. Made it up real quick. This is just the first question from Mr. Trendane. How long will it take to get to 42? All right.
Now we can go out of the poll.
I think I actually have a light, so give me 1 second. I'm just going to turn it on. Keep talking.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
See you later.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, the question, which was, what would you like to see as the next player rewards stretch goal? These are all very modest things. We're not adding new star systems or anything. We've talked about this in the past. Does anybody care that I'd say what's winning?
No.
We know what's winning, but go for it.
An additional hangar room, and I actually the reason I bring this up and we're talking about it is this is probably the most realistic thing that most people want, because we all have hangars right now, and that's all we have. To add a scanning software, a role specific outfit, a dashboard decoration, dashboard maybe, but the other kind of stuff is all kind of meh. What are you going to do with it? The hangar room is something that we can see that's tangential. We can touch it in the game, run around, and all that kind of stuff.
I think you mean tangible.
Tangible, yeah, we're not tangent. I'm always tangential. I'd go off on tangents all the time. No, it's tangible. Yes, we can touch it.
Ooh.
So I think for me, when I was reading through this morning, for one, after I voted, which I did vote for the additional hangar room, when I was reading through it, I was surprised that the dashboard decoration was so low, because what I have here is from a couple of hours ago. I haven't refreshed the page, but it was at 3%, and I was like, that is just, as many people have been talking. I want fuzzy dice. I want a little hula skirt chick, whatever. So many people have been mentioning that, and I've heard some. I was amazed that it was that low. But for me, a ship's new gun or a new ship's gun doesn't. We're gonna have the dogfighting module is gonna have like what? How many ships is it supposed to have theoretically?
One.
Okay. A new gun doesn't really do us a lot of good. Upgraded scanner or updated scanner software. What scanner? We have no frame of reference anyway.
Right.
A new role specific outfit that could be kind of cool. We have the spacesuit thing, and then we've got the casual wear. A new thing. A new outfit for the
space trucker with a trucker hat. Space whore. Yeah,
would be awesome.
Space lumberjack.
To get the space Lex Luthor in fishnets would be kind of cool. But and then the dashboard decoration I talked about, an engine tuning kit. Okay, for what ship?
Yeah,
the one ship that's going to be the.
And what does it come with? Like spinning wheels and like a big muffler to stick out the back of your car.
Oh,
and how will it be better than other engine tuning kits?
Yes.
Hang on, wait a second.
Yeah.
One thing I have to add: if it does have like 22s that you can put on your Hornet,
boy!
But if it does, I also want the role-specific outfit to be a full-on pimp outfit.
Oh, pimp! Yeah, absolutely. 22s and pimp outfit
with the cane to replace your
and the fishbowl joystick. Yep.
I want a cane-shaped gun on my ship if that's the case.
And a ship skin.
Which we could probably see in the hangar. That would be nice.
Yeah, probably. A space plant. Now, this one was the one, actually, the mystery object, I was like, duh. But the space plant was the big one. Because, like, Domo, you've got the aquarium. Mm-hmm. Where did you put it?
In my hangar. I have nowhere else to put it.
I know. Where in your hangar did you put it?
I didn't put...
Where they tell us to put it.
Exactly. So where the hell do you think that space plant's going to go? Wherever they tell you to put it. You can't customize it anywhere, blah, blah, blah. The reason that I voted for the additional hangar room is because not only does it give us something new to look at and kind of interact with, for those people who want to start doing, because right now we have got, the guys at CIG are focusing very heavily on getting the damn game done.
Right.
They don't have a lot of time. It then falls to us. If they can give us the tools that we need to be able to green screen stuff, the more sets they can give us, the more, advertising we can do by making fan videos and stuff. Giving us an extra room is a huge step in that direction.
Yep.
And that's the primary reason why I voted for that one.
Yep.
My only confusion with that, I can see exactly where you're coming from in choosing that as the next thing, but I might be missing something. But where did they say that this extra these awards that we're voting for now, where did it say that they're going to be implemented anytime in the next 12 months? Like, a lot of this stuff is useful stuff for the PU, the persistent universe. And I'm seeing that all of these, irrespective of which one that you vote for, aren't going to be implemented until after the game's actually going to be going. Like, I don't see them adding an additional room to the hangar as we see it now very soon at all. Like, it'll be another 8, maybe 10 months before we even see that.
I think
that's what worries me.
I think something that's...
Yeah, sorry, you go.
No, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
I was just saying, like, that's what's worrying me is people have got this this mindset that, oh, great, look, if I vote for this now, will see it implemented in the next 6 weeks. I don't seem to have this mindset that if they vote for it now, it's going to happen really, really quickly. It's like, well, hang on, all of the stuff we've been voting for the last, 41 million different votes, we're not going to see 99% of that until we're actually out in a persistent universe and they've got the stuff created and ready to go. So
I think most of the stuff is pretty much done already, Stock. I mean, none of this stuff is but we talked about last week with the asteroid hangar that it's already kind of the modular expansion thing is built into it. So that room thing is probably already done. And
don't get me wrong, I hope we get it. I really do. I want a fucking extra room that I can park another freaking ship in there because the bitches capped me.
Stock is capped.
I want another room. I really want another room. I really want it, and I want it to happen really quickly. But I just there's something in my mind that says I don't think it's going to happen as quickly as people are thinking. Mm-hmm. They seem to be voting with a very narrow sort of vision as
like it's going to come tomorrow.
That's right. I hope it comes really soon. I don't understand. They've not ever said, oh, if you vote for this now, you'll get it in the next week or two. You'll get it before the DFM. We'll get it whilst the DFM comes out. We'll throw that in there. They've never said anything like that. And that's what I'm thinking. Do these people even realize how long it'll be before they see any of this stuff?
The answer is already no.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, in 99% of all with 99% of all games, I mean, they hear about, like, for instance, Watch Dogs comes out, right? Watch Dogs comes out in May, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's going to come out in May," and then nothing, and then maybe 6 weeks later, here's a tiny 3-minute video. Oh my God, the 3-minute video. Nothing. And then months go by, and then screenshots come out, and slowly information trickles out. And that is how most companies release information about the game. Star Citizen has done that in a much more open way. They've pumped out a lot more content, and while not everything is as important or as tangible, at least they've tried to make sure that every day or every 2 days you'd have at least something new to look at.
Oh, this is definitely the best game development I've seen in a long time, and I think a lot of other companies are copying it.
Right, but if you now put that in relative perspective, right, people get super excited over like a 3-minute video for a game that they've barely seen anything of and expect like the game to be the tits, the bee's knees. And when they look at Star Citizen, they're like, oh my God, we got so many things, and they think that it's supposed to be even grander and even better and even faster, and it kind of creates this false perspective of how what's actually currently there and what's realistically possible to be released within the next month or two. And
the other thing is, I think a lot of people miss the words. They kind of gloss over the words player reward in the thing. They see the next stretch goal. It's like, no, the next player reward stretch goal, and who knows when that's going to be.
Yeah,
that could be 50 million. That could be 60 million. That could be the $70 million stretch goal.
Yeah,
actually, while we're on the topic of that specifically, can I just say something that I'm really kind of irks me a little bit about the last one that we've just won? Please,
yes,
thank you.
By all means, rant.
The procedural generation.
Yeah.
So many people go, yes, we've got it. Yeah, we're going to get procedural generation. Has any of the people screaming that in the forums and stuff actually sat there and read what the description of that particular thing is?
No.
It's and because this is what pisses me off. It's like, and I don't want to call out any names. I don't want to point anyone out, but we had someone on the show the other day, and they were all procedural generation. I'm like, no. It is a procedural generation research and development team that we have voted to allocate fundings for. Mm-hmm. And that is as far as it's gone. It's not now instantly. There's going to be all these procedurally generated planets now. There's a research and development team looking into that.
Right.
That's what we voted for.
Which means that there's one product manager in charge of like 2 guys going, look, what's even possible? Is this even manageable? And that's literally what it is for like the foreseeable future.
That's right. And I want to read it word for word just so that everyone in here now that might not understand what it means to the game and everything, that they know for sure that this is what it actually means for us to vote this in. This stretch goal will allocate funding for Cloud Imperium to develop procedural generation technology for future iterations of Star Citizen. Advanced procedural generation. Future yes.
iteration.
They needed big motherfucking caps on that, but no. Advanced procedural generation will be necessary for creating entire planets worth of exploration and development content. A special strike team of procedural generation oriented developers will be assembled to make this technology a reality.
That's like 2 steps away.
However,
okay.
One of the benefits, one of the good things that we can take from this is that means that there will be yet more jobs opening up at CIG. So if you are any good with the ideas of where to find new procedurally generated technologies or ideas for call CIG and apply for a freaking job, because guess what? The budget for your position has now been approved.
That's right. That's right, and I just wanted to cap off my little mini rant, because it's not a real rant. It's not a Domo rant, but
still going though.
No, that's fine.
I'm winding up. So, yeah, I want this as well. I want this really badly. A lot of people are really excited about it. A lot of people want to be able to just fly to any freaking planet, find it, land on it, and wander around and have there be content to explore. Everyone that wants this game wants that. But a lot of people are just glossing over it, seeing, procedural generation. Yeah, we've got it. Woo! It's like, no, did you stop and frickin' read the fucking thing? No! Stop! Read it. It's just the okay for them to allocate fundings to someone to look into possibly creating it. It's not even happening yet. So please, put it back in your pants and just wait.
I mean, it doesn't need to happen right now either, right? It's for them when they get to the point where they want to start releasing content on like a bi-weekly basis, right? So we're still years away from that point. Like when people have exhausted the content that they're building for the initial release, which hopefully they make that content in a way that stretches that out for a little while.
Yeah.
But once people have exhausted that content, they want to be able to have people exploring jump points and finding new places, and they have to build these plans like reasonably quickly. So this is a great system for that. But like for the basic persistent universe, they don't need that.
No, sorry.
Ranger XML says you're using logic. It hurts my head.
Yes. I know.
Stop it.
Sorry.
My rant's done. It's just I hate
sure it is. Sure.
Yeah. A lot of people, seen a lot of people in forums talking about it, and I've heard a lot of people just in videos and stuff going on about it, and I'm just like, God, dude, don't even. But yeah, it's okay.
We're just excited. We're excitable young boys.
Back in your pants, guys. Put it back in your pants. Not yet.
All right. What else? Should we show the cockpit?
Right after he says put it back in your pants, you want to show the cock?
Yeah, really? I think that's the place where we should go.
That's just a dodgy. That's got it when they start making player-generated content, like little machinima and stuff like that. There's got to be a Disco Lando. So, ladies, want to come back and look at my cockpit?
Don't twirl your mustache while you're saying that.
Why not?
Perfect Nerd, have you started doing the thing too that Sango's been doing with the t-shirts? Every time I say something silly on a stream, Sango puts it into like a t-shirt format. We're just excitable young boys. What's that?
Yeah, we should have a StarCast t-shirt with like StarCast on the back that says we're just excitable young boys.
Geekdomo 2014.
Oh no.
Come inspect my cockpit.
Yeah. All right, let's look at it's the HUD. We wanted to talk about the new HUD, so let me show you a picture of what it looks like, and then we can show. We can do it. Yes, you stole Sango's thunder there. Perfect. All right, here we go.
Sorry.
So here it is.
Sorry.
There's the new HUD, which if you have Track IR or Oculus Rift moves with your face. Maybe. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, isn't it? Do you think it's too much or too little? What do you guys think?
I guess it's all right. No, it's okay.
It's up on the screen now if you guys are watching the stream.
I'm actually looking at the picture on a webpage.
There you go.
From earlier link. It has some
Go ahead.
very cool elements. I love the fact that he's fighting the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yes, I see that.
Pendle scythe.
Yep.
And that scythe is hauling ass compared to him, apparently.
And
Of course, he's at 50% thrust.
the second scythe is Pete Mackey, 101. Don't know who the next
Who's
guy is.
that?
I don't know. Just some guy named
Pete McKay.
Pete
Sorry.
McKay. You know him, Cor? Is he like
He's
a famous
No clue.
football player?
Is he in the Imperium?
The Imperium.
Here's what two things I'm concerned about.
Okay.
The first thing is the text too small? That's the first thing I'm concerned about. Second thing, why is there a meter that tells you where the horizon is?
Why
is
is
it
it?
necessary in space flight?
Well, you have to know what the elliptical is, right? So you know which.
Why does it matter?
Well, I don't know. I guess so you can see how much you're rolling, right? Because if you don't have any kind of point of reference, if you don't have at least some kind of official horizon, you won't know which way to face.
Well, I'm
think
going
it
to
would.
agree with. I'm going to agree with. The fuck is your name? Perfect. Because as you look up in the top center, he's clearly in combat mode. In that case, space combat, you don't need a horizon lock. Now, if he's in star map mode, then the plane of the ecliptic becomes irrelevant because you need to be able to figure out: do I go this way to find a planet or this way to find a planet? It's, that makes sense. So, good call.
This is just like there's a big red circle around my target. I just need to go to the red circle. Point my shit.
Hold on.
Yes.
Just had a new subscriber.
Okay.
Snowed1 just subscribed. Thank you, Snowed1. Welcome to the tribe. Sorry, I had to interrupt there.
No, that's okay. I know him.
Do we do the dance yet?
No, I don't do dance because we're actually looking at the HUD screen, so that's why it was delayed so much.
I want to dance. God damn it!
So you could dance, but they can't see you dance. So get up and show off your pants.
You can dance. You can dance. Everyone, take off your pants.
Okay.
So
So-
Pete McKay works in customer service, apparently.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I knew somebody would figure that out.
So this is almost certainly actually is from the dogfighting module. Is that what we're?
Well,
Same.
Cyberwolf just said this is a fake mock-up. It's not the actual lie.
What a dick! Thanks, Sidewolf, so much for
Yeah, ruining my
dashing
fun.
all of my.
There,
hopes.
Not a
there
dick.
is a good chance that this is a fake mock-up, but it won't matter if it looks this good in the game.
Now,
Yeah,
if,
I like it. I like the way it looks.
if you
I
find
wouldn't be surprised if
All right, let's,
I'm just imagining Koret's like, don't worry, people, don't get too used to that because you'll only have to look at a few seconds, then you'll be dead because I'll be shooting you.
exactly.
Like I've already looked at this HUD and gone, okay, I don't need this bit, I don't need that. That can go. That's not important.
It's like, where is the red thing and when do I shoot it?
Thank you, Snowed1. Snowed1 is actually a female Trendane.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to tell on the internets. A lot of people have male
Well, the
avatars.
text looks male.
It looks like it's a male word. It's like the Snowed
Yeah,
one
the
is
pink
male
name,
sounding.
though.
Right? So maybe you're thinking,
which also doesn't mean
but it's in pink. She picked
She
pink.
did make a comment about the Lex Luthor and fishnets thing, so
Hey.
dead giveaway.
All right, next topic. We're moving on. It's already 7:45. We're gonna be doing our giveaway here very soon, everybody, and I'll explain the whole Domo coin situation and all that. Make sure you're checking your Domo coins. We're gonna be giving. StarCast, you're always pink though.
I know.
You're pink on the inside, just like.
That's right. Everyone's pink on the inside.
All right, and Queen Etna's a girl. See. All right. So next topic, PAX ramp up. So this is our last and final StarCast
Goodbye, everybody.
till 2 weeks.
Oh, well.
Next Thursday,
Now
I am
let's
going to be
watch the
driving.
chat, Watch the.
I'm going to be driving to this PAX. Here's my ticket, my Tiki no Washi. So this is my ticket to PAX. I'm all set for that, and people have been donating all night, and I want to show off some of the stuff that they've enabled me to get. So now I'm supposed to be meeting with. I have a definite guaranteed interview with Ben Lesnick. I also have an interview with Aaron Roberts, which is going to be cool because Squadron 42 is coming out. But my interview with Chris Roberts might not happen. And I'm very bummed out.
Dun, dun, dun!
So, yeah. Now, my wife works and she's my camera lady. So she's not going to be able to get off work until Friday or Thursday night. So, obviously, because she works Thursday. So, Friday she has off. And we're going to head into Boston on Thursday night. So I will not be able to make it to the dogfighting module thing either. But both of us, she's a backer, I'm a backer, so we are able to get into...
Would you like to be a backer too?
Would you like to be a backer too? Be a backer. She is... and I will both be able to get into the rest of the Star Citizen events that we have to RSVP for. So before I get on too much farther, if you guys are going to PAX and you have not filled out the RSVP, they only had 1,200 slots and there's less than 150 left. So...
Let me just book a plane ticket.
Mm-hmm. Malefic Gamer, don't worry about it, Mal. Mal's all upset. For the love of God, when are we doing the Avengers? So it's not going to be next week because I'm at PAX. But the week after, we will do the Avengers.
When I'm not here.
When Core's not here.
Save your tickets.
We're actually going to be taking Core's Idris Corvette, which is now the Idris Frigate. And we're going to be giving that away while Core's not here. He won't notice it missing at all from his hangar.
Like I at least want to walk through the digital pixels of it for like a day before giving it away.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Costner and Dances with Wolves when he's walking through the wheat fields, running his fingers across everything.
Now that was
exactly.
That was Gladiator.
That was Mel Gibson.
That was Mel Gibson in Gladiator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mel Gibson in Gladiator. Okay.
Yes. All right. So this is a new toy I got. I had the SLR before, but this is a shotgun mic. Isn't that pretty? So I got that. So the plan is I'm going to have the shotgun mic on the stand, and we'll be doing interviews with whoever, with Ben.
People.
And then at the same time, I'm going to be wearing a lavalier mic using my new Tascam mic, or a portable recording unit, which has the XLR inputs on the bottom. So this is for audio geeks. If you guys are audio geeks, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. I have two lavalier mics, and I have this, which I'm very proud of. I made this today, and I'm excited. Ready?
No. Yes. Go ahead.
Ta-da!
Bearing in mind that we can't see
You guys can't see it. But the rest of you guys can see it.
It's fantastic.
That's an amazing thing.
But wait, there's more. Tell us what else you've got, Domo.
I got this one, and then I got this one for when I'm doing my recording with N4GTV. So Geekdomo side, and then the N4GTV side. Cool, huh?
Oh, yes, that is very cool. Now that we can see the
now you can see it. Yep. So when I'm doing my interviews, is I got a green thing I'm shoving in people's faces.
Looks like a Domo dick.
It does. It is my Domo dick.
Bod's Kermit pee-pee from last week.
It's the Kermit pee-pee.
You're shoving a green Domo dick into me. Tell me all about this show. Get it out of my face.
It's soft and fuzzy. You want me to shove it?
Smells like this big
Fuzzball be
Lord.
Yep. So that's among some of the things I got for the event, and I'm really excited. And if any of you guys are going, I will let you know like what day looks like I'm free, and we should all get together. So if anybody in the audience who's going, we can meet up at PAX, and maybe we can go out and get some drinks or have a lunch together or something like that. I think it'd be really cool.
Especially if you're buying drinks for him.
Probably not. I can buy you some water.
No, as long as they are buying drinks
for
you.
me. Oh,
yeah.
You can buy me water.
You said that you're free. I was going to say no. You should say that you're available.
I'm available,
or at least relatively inexpensive.
Gotcha. I'm new to this whole thing, meeting with fans like Trendane does all the time. Yeah, Cyborg says any show with Domo invariably turns into a dick conversation.
And it's not my fault.
No,
okay, I didn't do it this time.
You didn't make any comment about my shotgun mic.
I don't think it counts as a meeting with a fan in the back of like a McDonald's bathroom.
Like, see, I thought you were going to say in the back of a van because I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. You didn't even make a single comment about the shotgun, Mike? Look at it. It's very phallic.
By the time I saw it, you had moved on to the next thing.
Yes. It does not help. I'm still thinking about the Hulk, thanks to Trendane. Now I have this combined with Domo's peen and so much green. Hey, I got better. I got shots. I keep talking about Dixon Landmark all the time. Well, I can't help it. They kept saying that they were going to make sure that there would be no penises in the game. And while I don't run around seeing any towers of penis, basically anything you get out of the ground looks like a giant cock, including like amaranthine, which is pink, and it comes out all arched and curved with a big bulbous head on the end. StarCast, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
You've heard
I've seen it.
This?
He's experienced. I've seen him dig a dick out of the ground with a pulverizer.
That's what they're for.
That's exactly what they're for.
That's what they're for.
And I love the fact that on my screen, Core's comment from earlier, "It's so veiny," is just about to scroll off the screen.
Nice. It's so veiny.
The
composure.
You would think they would have learned from Spore, because I mean, we had really stringent, vetting stuff to prevent,
penises.
Yeah, okay, or boobs or anything else. I mean, the guy who played the president in 24 and is now doing all the Allstate commercials.
Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah,
I actually don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. He's
I
one of
just
those
forgot
actors that you see him all over the place, but you can't remember his name.
I
know
cannot
what you mean,
believe I
though.
forgot
Yes.
his name. I keep wanting to say Armstrong. That's not it. Anyway, Haysbert, Dennis Haysbert.
Oh, wow, you're good.
His nephew, Alan Haysbert, worked with me on Spore.
Oh, cool.
And
That's why you do.
Alan's job was to build erotic stuff to test the filtering thing to make sure that it didn't show up, and he made some amazing things. I mean, some of them were just horrifying to look upon, but and even with all the work he put in, and it's not like we had him on that for like a day and a half or 3 days or a week. He was working on that for like 6 weeks, building erotic ships and vehicles and buildings and all kinds of stuff. And he never seemed to get old to him. That was the end. Anyway,
it would be so much fun. What a job, right? Look at
was-
this today, boys. I made a four-sided
Sounds like an amazing
penis.
job.
But even with all the steps we took, we could not prevent it. There was no way we could prevent it.
Right.
And
Sony's
saying,
got the same issue.
it's okay, we'll watch it, we'll monitor it. No, you won't. You don't have the manpower to be able to. We're talking about a different game. Sorry.
Yes. No, but it's okay because I don't think Star Citizen's not going to have this problem unless they allow people to paint their ships, which of course the freelancer will turn into a large penis.
And that was something that they talked about on Wingman's Hangar this week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, though. People are creative, right? They can come up with the most amazing forms of euphemism and innuendo in visual art that you could, possibly try and constrain
stop.
with any kind of automatic system.
I think they're going to leave it up, at least in EverQuest Next, they're going to leave it up to players to report the Tower of Penis and Boob Mountain and stuff like that.
Yeah. Possibly.
Possibly. All right, let's move on. All right, so it is now 8 o'clock here in the East Coast. Core is just passing right out. Poor
No,
guy.
I'm just yawning, that's all.
I know, we're all kind of tired this week. We are going to be doing our giveaway now, so we're not actually giving it away this minute, but you'll be able to start buying the tickets very shortly. So let me explain the system, and you guys, if you want, you can take a break, go
Oh,
go
we're
pate.
gonna do the ads in a minute, aren't we?
Yeah, the ads are coming up, so I'm going to get this out before the ads come up, and then you guys can, if you want to take off or whatever, you can.
Ready, go.
Yep.
All right, so we have a system here on this channel. If you're familiar with it, it's called the Domo Coin system, and how it works is for every 15 minutes that you watch the show, you earn 1 Domo Coin. If you're a subscriber, you earn 2 Domo Coins every 15 minutes, and I actually have to add the Snowed one into the database. Thanks for reminding me, myself. Hold on. And so what you can do is you can check your Domo Coins by typing in ! Domo Coins is what they're doing. And we're going to open up the raffle very soon. It's not open yet, so don't go crazy. When we open the raffle up, you'll be able to buy raffle tickets with the Domo Coins. Okay, so there is really no money exchanged here at all. We're going to do the raffle. We'll let the raffle go for about a half hour while we're doing our question and answer session. And while the question and answer session is going on, you guys will be able to buy the raffle tickets. And then we're going to roll for it. Whoever wins, wins. It'll be displayed publicly. It actually rolls automatically for us and tells us exactly who won, how many tickets they bought, and everything like that. And then that person, I will send them a copy of the game. What? I'm totally missing.
Stockus is augering out the inside of his nasal passages for some reason.
Okay, cool. Did I miss something? Sorry.
Apparently we all did, except for Stockus.
Stockus has 11,000 coins.
Oh, yeah. But Stockus is the one who donated all this stuff, so it's fine. All right, so let me go ahead and I got to add... Oh, by the way, the result from the poll is out. How long will it take to hit 42 million? The majority voted was 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay, let's...
3 weeks.
It's going to be 3 weeks, just to piss everybody off. Hold on. I want to give Snowed one a couple extra coins because I just now added them to the database.
Her.
I said them. I never said he or she.
Oh, I thought you said him.
I've been picking that up lately because I deal so much with so many people on the internet, and I don't know what their gender is, and in the game they're a female and their name is Bob, and I don't know which way to go with that. So I've been calling everybody them.
Favorite pronoun.
You need to get the sequence from the movie. The little girl running right up into the camera. Them.
All right, the raffle is now open. Each ticket costs 1 Domo coin. You can buy a maximum of 10,000 tickets. So,
go
now. Buy them all. Let's go.
And commercial.
The commercial should be coming up very soon.
Hang on. What's the limit? 10,000.
10,000. Are you gonna Stockus? This is your ship. This is your ship. Why would you buy your own tickets back? Or why would you buy?
That's the thing.
Because then he could donate another one.
That's right. Guys, I'm super generous. Have this
It's
other
the karma loop.
Yeah. It just keeps giving and giving and taking and taking and giving and taking.
Yeah, it's funny.
All right. All right, so let's get on with the questions. We have 8,427 questions from Cyberwolf74.
Well, we're going to do the ad.
Is the ad popping up yet?
I don't know yet. I can't tell.
It hasn't said
I'm
anything
looking at a
yet.
different thing. I'm looking at voiceover
still
auditions.
2
I'm not
minutes.
watching the stream anymore.
Oh, God.
I can't tell. I'm not in...
I'm a turbo user. I never get ads.
Yeah.
I'm not in ButtBot, and it's not telling me.
It'll probably start exactly when we do the questions. Let's do this first question anyway, and then if it pops up, we can pause. All right. Okay, so how will humans and alien races communicate? Oh, got a new follower.
You said nothing about pausing if we got a new follower.
Mucky93 followed. Okay, so how will humans and alien races communicate in-game? Will we all speak some form of intergalactic basic, or any species basic, or will we have to use some type of chat interface or Mobiglass? Harris, what are you doing?
I think
He needs to get laid.
I think he's trying to publicize his sex life.
Yes, he's like, I'm having sex.
This is
That's all the action he got this week.
I think what he's actually trying to say is we're going to use the Captain Kirk mode of diplomacy, where we just fuck everything.
Well, that's okay. Oh, Modus Morin, we're giving away an Aurora package tonight. The Aurora MR. Aurora MR. Not next week, but the week after, we're giving away an Avenger.
Spark, there is a Klingon. I'm going to sleep with it.
There's Klingons on the starboard side.
Dude.
Just get on. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm here for you too, Rico. I'm here for you, Rico.
Oh, Snowed One actually has a really good idea. You will have to talk using interpretive dance as common language.
Oh, the only intergalactic language that there is.
The actual language of the universe is math. So if you can figure out a way to talk in math.
binary.
Yeah.
No, it's just some Vandul side pulls up next to my freelancer and looks at me. It's kind of like, and I'm like, 69, and he's like,
Oh, yes.
That works. That works.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, the thing is, I'm seeing the whole thing in my head now.
"You're welcome."
Yeah.
Oh, but it's great. It's fantastic. I'm just like, oh,
I know. You're welcome.
Oh, that's good. When are the ads starting? Come on.
Well, we'll just keep going. Okay.
All right.
Next one is from Lisa. Did Core get attacked by a bunch of badgers whom ate his beard?
Attached. I think it meant
Attacked.
to
No, she said
Attacked,
attacked.
yeah.
Did I say
And-
attached?
Yes,
you did.
Okay. Did you were a bunch of badgers attached to your face that ate
So-
off your beard?
As you guys may remember from the last StarCast that Thursday, I was already starting to feel sick. I was nasally and all that stuff.
Mhm.
The next day, it was pouring out by the gallon, and my beard at that
Fell
point
off?
did not. I just shaved it off because it was no longer. I took showers and I didn't feel sanitary.
All right.
So we should probably have Q&A time on the topic list.
Oh yeah, probably. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Trendane. On the ball.
Yeah.
Every
Well,
time.
hope not, because that's kind of painful when you do that.
It's actually good for your back.
Not sitting on your balls, it's not.
Well, not your balls, unless it's
No.
like that episode of South Park where they stuck their balls in the microwave and they were bouncing on them. It's probably my favorite episode of all time.
All right, so at Chrono 120's he was trying to swallow his medication when I mentioned the 69 thing.
Yeah.
And did you succeed in swallowing? That is my next.
That's good. That's what he wants to know. Next question from Cyberwolf. In 10 for this is a deep one here. Okay, so here we
Ooh.
go. Yeah. In 10 for the chair, Chris Roberts mentioned one scenario of the FPS module taking place on an abandoned base. Previously, he mentioned battling it out on foot on the Shubin mining base. Do you think this is the same base or a new one taking us to a total of 2 known FPS locations? Oh, here we go. Commercials are
15
starting.
seconds. Yep.
Go.
Commercials are starting. All right. We'll talk about that when we return. Okay, we will be right back, everybody. I'm going to put up the HUD. Be right back. All right, you guys, you can go rub one out or whatever. They're not listening at all. They don't have a clue what we're saying, except for the people that have Turbo or who are using ad blocker can hear all this stuff.
Or are already subscribed to your channel.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back in a bit. Hang on. You get to see my underwear. Woo!
I didn't see your
No,
underwear.
your shirt was hanging.
Shirt was
No,
hanging down.
there's no underwear.
Yeah.
What a disappointment.
So, Mr. Domo, what was the thing? There was a point where you posted trending for voice actor. What
Yes.
was that?
It was a 10 for chairman. It was either 10 for chairman or the other one.
Wingman's Hanger.
Wingman's Hanger. Where they said they're going to start. They're looking for voice actors for getting started doing that part of it. And I said Trendane for voice actor.
Oh, okay.
So.
Because I think it was sent to the chairman. Wingman already sent my an email.
Oh yeah.
From me to Martin, who's the audio director. So, but that was
Nice.
shortly after my visit. So, probably doesn't mean a fucking thing.
Nice. Very cool.
It's a very pretty color of blue, Core.
Oh, sorry. I'm just.
No, it's not. It's a very pretty color. Blue is my favorite color. So,
Mine's red.
All right. Are we back?
Mhm.
Looks like the commercials are over.
Is it? I didn't see the message pop up.
Yeah, the commercials are ended. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Hold on a second. Got an apple stockus.
Mm-hmm.
Good boy.
it's my favorite flavor of Stockus. It's apple Stockus.
Apple stockus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, we're back from the commercials, except we're missing a perfect nerd.
We're missing a perfectly good nerd.
Perfectly good nerd. Now, we're working on this. It obviously didn't work out the way we wanted it to. But we wanted to give you guys a chance for you and the audience to get up and have something to drink and take a break for a second, because we do this for 2 hours. And the casters also to get like an apple and a drink, because talking for 2 hours can wear you out. So that's why we decided we were going to try this. We didn't quite do it right this time. It was supposed to have been a solid block of like 5 minutes of commercials so that you guys don't have to even watch. You can just get up and go away for 5 minutes. But it was only about a minute and a half, so
it was 120 seconds.
It was fun.
Yeah, I find that a bit weird. Like, sometimes I'll put in to play like 2 minutes of ads and it'll come back a minute later. I'm like,
damn you.
What's going on?
They didn't have an extra minute's worth of ads.
Yeah, it's like we haven't got enough. Just put it back up.
Yep.
What is that? Is that something fried? Oh, it looks like pizza.
Magic. Ads come on and nerd disappears. Okay. Well, back to the show. Back to the question we started off here. He was asking about intent for the chair. Chris Roberts mentioned one scenario, the FPS module taking place in an abandoned base. Previously, he mentioned battling it out on foot in the Shubin mining base. Do you think this is the same new base or a new one taking us to a total of 2 known FPS locations? What do you guys think? And go ahead and finish eating perfect. You don't have to try to shovel it in right now. Mm-hmm.
But that was a brilliant answer.
That's what he just said is exactly what I was thinking. So
Quite possibly the most.
Let's move on to the next one. All right.
Been confirmed.
Yoko Rose asks, how happy is Core now that his Idris is huge? And what are your thoughts of them giving us a new ship in the place of the Idris now that it's bigger?
Hey, look, my Idris was always huge.
Yeah.
I am happier, except now it's no longer a Corvette, now it's a frigate. Now I need actual friends.
That was going to be my question, is that now that you've got a faggot instead of a Corvette.
Frigate.
Frigate,
okay, not
fine.
fraggot, no frigate.
I don't care.
Don't you find that word offensive, Trendane, to gay people?
I used to. I used to.
No.
I suppose it's sort of like the N word, It's like we're taking it back, Okay.
Isn't it like a derogatory term for loudmouth bikers these days?
I think it's a derogatory term for a stick of wood.
Yeah, a wood
Or
carrying.
a bunch of woods.
Bunch of woods.
Bunch of woods.
A bunch of woods.
No, sometimes it's quite amusing. It depends on how it's used. If it's used in a comedic sense, it doesn't bother me. If somebody's trying to be hurtful with it, then it bothers me. I mean, it's not the word. It's
people can say any word. They can say you're fat, so you're hairy.
Yeah.
Any kind of word is you just throw a derogatory at somebody. No, I'm just speaking at what people say to me all the time. They say that to me all the time. So Audio Somatica asks, what your shirt says, I wasn't invited to room 316.
366.
366.
I wasn't invited to room 366.
Okay. I think he was thinking of some kind of Christian
thing.
No.
Of course, I don't get invited to Christian things anymore either. So.
No.
Something to do with the burning in hell thing.
Yeah.
I've got a corner office. So.
All right. Next question is from Cyberwolf. Have you seen the concept shots of the Hornet helmet UI, and what do you think? Too cluttered, not cluttered enough? Yes.
That was the thing we were looking at earlier.
We were just looking at that. So we answered that one.
Asked and answered.
Okay. Question number 72 from Cyberwolf74. Wingman mentioned in the Wingman's Hangout that PBR would be released alongside the DFM, but they haven't finished all the ships. So does this mean that only playable ships of the dogfighting module of the Aurora Hornet 300i series, probably the Avenger and Scythe, are PBR, and the rest will be work in progress? Or do they just add the PBR system? Oops, I just moved my mouse. Too far.
Do you want to read the rest of the question?
Add PBR system, and it adds itself to the ships automatically. Okay.
I think they're reworking all the models for PBR anyway, because that is their standard, and that's the way they're going to do it. So any new model will automatically be made and rendered in PBR, whereas any old ones just get updated to the new format.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're perfect. You're kind of a guy up on this stuff. What do you think? What?
Tell us all about PBR.
No, you don't have to tell us all about PBR, but I'm just... it's kind of his thing. Oh, okay.
You want me to go back to the textbook? I'll get the textbook.
No. You don't have to go to the textbook. I'm just saying, do you think that once they've created, like, the Idris with PBR, and then they want to create the Starfarer, do they have to then redo everything, or they can just kind of go, oh, that's just chrome texture, that's just iron texture, whatever?
I think they're going to have to redo everything regardless of whether or not it's a PBR if they haven't already fully concepted out the ship in PBR. Because I think, like we saw with the Idris, a lot of things are going to change come Squadron 42 and how things are actually going to be used in the persistent universe. So we're going to see design changes come down the line, and whatever we have now in our hangars may not reflect the final ships that we're going to get, come, the launch of the persistent universe. But I think that the advent of PBR has sort of shifted everything downstream, because, it wasn't just that they could start building new ships and at the same time that they retrofitted all the old ships, because they first had to actually build out all the materials before they could do anything, right? So they were building materials and retrofitting the old ships. During that time, they couldn't just start building new stuff out, so that kind of shoved everything on the back burner. But
it pushed back the original time frame a little bit, but at the end of the day, as soon as we're caught up again, it's gonna be the exact same speed as that they were pumping out content before.
Okay, that's a good answer. All right, yep. Next question. How do you guys feel about the confirmation from Chris Roberts and Ted for the Chair that Eve-style espionage mechanics will be included in part of Star Citizen? We did talk about this earlier, but what do you...
A little bit.
You want to elaborate a little bit more?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, one of the things that he mentioned that we didn't talk about earlier when we were talking about, whoever's like, if you don't show me who your other thing is, you can't join my... I think he mentioned something about, the other people in your organization will know that you're a spy, and it's also up to them to keep that secret, to not tell anybody in the organization you're trying to infiltrate that you are a spy, specifically there to do corporate espionage. Which I think, that adds this really cool element of, how much do you trust the people you work with? Kind of.
Right, yeah.
That's very,
but this adds an, like I said, if you have two accounts, this completely blows that system out of the water that he's talking about, because most of the people, like this espionage thing, it's been going on since day one. Like, I'm pretty sure Imperium has probably been infiltrated by like 30% anti-Imperium elements or whatever. It really doesn't matter at this point, because you can't tell by their account that they're affiliated with anyone else. They do their own thing. Maybe they're inactive. Maybe they're very active. Maybe they're trying to work their way up. And, it's just the meta game that you play when it comes to espionage. You get involved and you become that type of person. But what Chris is talking about with, the extra guilds and stuff like that, that's not the real espionage that's going to cripple an entire organization. The real espionage that's going to cripple an entire organization is the real-life friend that happens to actually be a real-life friend of someone else that turns out to completely fuck over your entire organization by emptying your banks and... that's the guy. That's the espionage guy. The guy that's unaffiliated with anything else on that particular account. Because, let's be honest, if you're going to implement a system of espionage where on one account you're part of the organization that you're coming from and you're part of the organization that you're infiltrating, it's a paper trail, and it's bullshit, and it's retarded, and no spy will ever go for it.
Just like they won't probably call themselves a criminal organization and be a criminal organization.
Yeah, they're not ready. I don't think CID is ready in any.
I'm going to go undercover. I'm going to declare myself a criminal organization, and then I'm going to go around catching criminals as a criminal organization.
That's a good idea.
Going to be a criminal organization and call yourself a spiritual organization.
Oh, that's not too far from the mark.
Wait, there's a difference?
Very good, yes. Very nice.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think when they were talking about Eve-style espionage, I don't think CIG really considered the fact that the whole espionage thing is a meta game, is outside of the game's scope to be played. It's a game of social engineering that technically has nothing to do with the game itself. You could be playing, The Sims 3, and you could social engineer your way into a TeamSpeak and into the lives of people and screw them over. So, yeah, I don't think CIG fully grasps that concept when they're trying to do the whole double clan and hidden elements bullshit. But yeah.
Okay. It's an interesting part. We'll have to see how it plays out. It's still really early days, so we don't know. All right, so a question from Malefic Gamer. How do you think the implementation of the asteroid hangar will happen? For example, do you think they will just give you a deluxe business hangar initially and allow you to find a location for your asteroid hangar, or will they assign it just a location for your current location for your hangar?
We don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, don't know. I mean,
Sorry,
I kind of hope if your account has been given an asteroid hangar because you own a Cutlass, that there's no predetermined spot that it is initially, and that you, in entering the universe, you get to choose the sort of system that you start in. Maybe you get 2 or 3 systems to choose from, and that then you sort of get to select relatively roughly where in the asteroid belt or whatever it is, you get to choose where it goes roughly. So I'm hoping that's what happens, rather than just going, here's your hangar, it's over here, like it or lump it. So, I don't know.
That's probably what's going to happen. They're probably going to be like, here's some general areas you can pick. These are the asteroid fields that are open.
Yeah.
And then you go
I hope
pick,
that's
and
what
then-
happens. But I don't know. I don't know.
okay.
Surrounded by balls.
Okay. From Cyberwolf74. How do you guys feel about the... Oh, never mind. I missed that one.
Okay.
This next one's from Cyberwolf. So according to the last month's jump point, and a former member finding that someone's SC current job online resume, Ilphonic, is doing the FPS module. Ever heard of them? And see, let's see. This is we're doing some inside deeping here. Deep digging. Yeah, deep digging. Yeah. Michael Scalia from UI Artists works at Ilphonic currently. This is just his resume. I don't know. Like, it's his resume and it says he currently works at Ilphonic. That just means he might have been getting a job at Star Citizen or at SIG. Doesn't mean that he still works there, right?
I've never heard of these
Ilphonic
names.
hasn't exactly made anything that would dazzle the world, so
I don't
Well,
see
they
the
haven't-
connection here.
But would it dazzle 2 Dirks?
Hey.
It's in the chat.
I
I've never
got
heard
you.
of these. Honestly,
never-
I've never heard of these games.
I've never heard of Ilphonic, and like I'm saying, I see some people doing some conspiracy theory stuff here because I don't see the connection. I don't see just because he's got it on his resume that means they're making the FP that module. You guys, anybody?
I have no idea.
I don't. Like I
Honestly.
said, I've never heard of Ilphonic, and that kind of says that, I guess.
I guess more to the point, why do we care? As long as whatever they create, whoever's creating it, it's up to spec and of high enough quality. Who gives a rat's who makes it?
Yeah, I mean, if it was like, if the resulting information would be like, oh my god, it's the head of the Crisis 3 team, then at least you've got some experience there.
Oh,
but
I see. It says he's currently designing and conceptualizing the FPS HUD for Star Citizen. But
Well, that's what it says on a piece of paper that's been posted on a public forum.
yeah.
Because
Yeah, you could do
That's
reverse
what
conspiracy
the
theory
lie-
that somebody actually photoshopped it and it's not real.
like,
Just go backwards with it. All right, so we don't know. So we'll find
we don't
out.
know.
I don't
There-
think there's any kind of conspiracy going on, but whatever.
I've looked at this game, the first game they released. It's like an arena shooter, like ET 2003 kind of arena shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty poorly reviewed.
When was this announcement made?
I don't know.
This thing about Ilphonic?
also, I think it's kind of
Oh,
interesting.
jump point.
Oh.
I think it's kind of interesting that, from Feb 210 to 2013, there's like a list of things that he did, games that were released before 210. And then there's like a time skip, and it just goes, well, 6 months later, in October 2013,
He was
started
having a
working
baby.
on the FPS hunt.
And he got a little time off for having a baby.
I see.
Yeah, everyone has to have a little bit of a time. Oh, hey, Ursa Major. All right, so next question from Cyberwolf. Since the Idris just got a supersize, will the number of crew previously 8 to 10 remain the same, or is it increased with the size? Same goes for my Retaliator. And maybe the Starfarer.
It's just like any big company. They're going to absolutely, with a company, they do a bunch of layoffs and then expect everybody to maintain the same level of work.
Yeah.
In this case, they've expanded the ship, and they're going to have the same amount of crew to do even more work than before.
Sounds reasonable.
I think they were talking about 24-man crew compartments on the Idris, but again,
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be good.
if that means you need 24 to crew it or you need 4 to crew it, no clue.
No clue.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. All right, another one from Cyberwolf. So far, we have the Bengal and now the Panther as our UEE carriers. Are all the carriers going to be designated by Jungle Cat themes? Or the ships of the line seem to be named after Roman weapons?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Well, Bengal is a country.
Oh, and I think the next one's going to be called the Ocelot.
I think they're talking
Panther-
about Bengal tighter.
Yeah, but Panther is not a country. So
It's an
Bengal and
organization.
Panther are both cat types.
Oh, I guess.
And the next one's
And
going to
then-
be Grumpy Cat.
Next one's going to be Tabby.
Tabby. Could be. No, it's probably right. I think they're probably right.
Which means at some point I will wind up. They will have a new carrier that's going to be called the Calico, and I'm going to name it the Gingham Dog. So you will have the Gingham Dog and the Calico Cat side by side at the table sat.
Oh dear,
Nice.
that's terrible.
We're really off the rails tonight.
Yeah,
and then
well,
I'll come chase you down in my pussycat.
Whoa. Okay.
is that the one that was stuck to his face?
Yes, earlier. God's face. Next question is from John Paul 2281. Are the jump points going to be procedurally generated to new systems outside the formal campaign area anyways? If not, won't they be much there? If not, there won't be much exploration. They're going to have jump points that are going to be within the normal area, but the procedurally generated system, I don't think we're having procedurally generated systems, are we? I thought the planets are procedurally generated, right?
Yeah.
We don't have anything procedurally generated at the moment.
At the moment, but I mean,
But we have budget for a team.
to
Yeah.
look at
Explore.
doing it on the planet, but not in space. Procedure generated space is something I thought they should have all along, but apparently that takes up infinite amount of room on your hard drive. And
It gets insane because you have to make sure that all the data stays in sync, which means that every single client will need to download every bit of information every time something is newly procedurally generated, which means that every single time you log in, you can download a couple of gigs of data.
right, because somebody just found a new space system.
So
700.
that's not what's going to happen. It's going to be that they release undiscovered jump points, right? And then people will discover them at some point.
See, in my opinion, since this takes place in the star system, in this galaxy, they don't need to procedurally generate shit. We've already got a huge star map hanging all around us in space. Now, you can discover jump points that go to those stars that we don't know about yet.
Right.
That would be fine. Yeah. And if you look at the current star map, you will see like this link from Odin to Terra. You know, and it's like, okay, well, there could be like 3 other star systems right here, and that'll actually give you kind of an indication of where in the Odin system you would have to look to find a jump point that would go from this system to this system or something. So I mean, it could be really, really, really freaking cool. But again, you're getting me off on an geek explorer, freak fest thing. So next
We're doing
question.
a lot of that. It'd be fun.
This was happened last week. Perfect nerd. At exactly 8:30, your internet works.
What?
Like you look fantastic.
You're clear and your sound is
thank you.
good.
You're back.
But it happened last time too at 8:30. It's like, do your parents are they downloading porn prior to this, and then all of a sudden it just
Or uploading.
or uploading?
Oh damn, son! Live connections
no,
just
I have
gone
no
down.
idea.
Yeah. Your mom's in the background going, "Nah, what was he saying?"
It could be AT&T, like messing with our internet.
Oh yeah, it could.
I'm
be.
gonna call them and yell at them.
You should be like, God damn it! I do a show.
To which they're gonna be like,
It's like, wait. Okay. I can't call AT&T and be like, look, I do a webcam show, and I know this is not acceptable.
Look,
Why I do that?
Unpaid viewers, okay? How many do you get?
That's right. I'm going to yell that at Lawnman next time he does
I'm
something outside.
doing a
I do a show!
It makes him very impressed at that point.
I get 100 people telling me how awesome I look until you fuck it up. How many people call you and say that what you do is awesome? I'm betting the answer is none. But there's plenty of people who call you and bitch about shit, though.
I couldn't do that to the call center people. That's really
By the way, Perfect is there at his parents' house helping them build a porch. So
patio. Yes.
Patio. He'll be back in his normal apartment in Chicago down on Wacker Avenue.
Yeah, they were patioless. So.
I wish I lived on Wacker.
Yeah, I love this. I love this in the name of Wacker. Just it's an awesome name. All right, so let's give away a ship.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, if you're just getting in here and you haven't bought your Domo coin or you haven't bought your tickets with your Domo coins, do it now. Yeah, you guys, if you want to take a couple minute break, we can walk away for a second. Let's get the ship going here. Ship on the road. Let's do a. Okay, so make sure you bought your tickets, and we're giving away an Aurora package. Doing an Aurora, bro. Uh-oh.
Now
he's bringing out his cricket.
Well, I was going to say, if I didn't know any better, I'd say it's a cricket bat, but it's definitely not a cricket bat.
What is that? What is that?
It's a lot like a cricket bat.
It's like a paddle.
It's not a cricket bat.
No, it's like a hazing paddle or something.
What, is that for whacking?
It's a spark bat.
A friend of mine made this for me many years ago, but since you mentioned whacker, now he's very bad at spelling, so he misspelled the word whacker, but
Trendane's whacker.
Yeah.
If you're whacking off with that thing.
Oh no, not that kind of whacking.
Yes. That would be painful.
It's definitely not a cricket. You can't tell it's not a cricket bat because it has that thing at the end.
Yeah, it doesn't flare out into.
As the pommel.
Oh, that'd be great for whacking the. What do you guys? I don't know a fucking thing about cricket. All I know is there's a lot of different terminology and weird sayings.
The ball.
Not the
Very
ball.
specialized terminology.
The stumps.
Not the stumps. the wickets and the
okay.
flanges.
Crickets.
Let me explain the rules of cricket.
No.
Take the bat.
No, don't go in. Wait, don't.
You can't even finish a damn sentence. Weren't you giving away a ship?
Yeah, we're giving a ship right now. Okay, here we go.
Give away your ship.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Raffle is now closed.
Let's not bring cricket into this, please.
Okay.
No, I gotta say one thing. I'm just having this really hilarious vision.
Hold on, 3,799 tickets were purchased, and the winner is
drum roll.
It'll be someone good, or I'm gonna take the ship back.
Cyberwolf. All right, Cyberwolf. That is awesome. 450 tickets. Wow, he went all in on that one. He went balls deep. Way to go, Cyberwolf. Awesome. Congratulations, Cyber. Okay, Cyber, you have to send me in Twitch your RSI email so I can give you to the ship. Okay.
In Twitch.
Yeah.
Or like a private message.
A private message in Twitch. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta say really quick, I had this amazing vision
Yes,
of
go
the
ahead.
first time Geekdomo ever tries to play cricket. He takes the bat and turns around and whacks the wicket.
Yes, exactly. I got the sticky wicket and I just hit it with a stick, and
I got
parts go flying
I got
everywhere.
all 3 stumps. Do I win?
I wins the game. There's some ages like they can go make yourself a burrito now. Yeah, Cyberwolf. That's awesome.
There's one game I don't know anything about.
Yeah, me either, Core. I have fucking clue.
I could mention some technical.
No.
No,
that's
that
okay.
sounds really good though.
No.
Like you got fine leg. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The long off. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to keep on going. Sorry.
No, that's okay. But the worst game
I'll go
of
into hockey. You keep that stuff.
The
up.
worst game of the century so far is some kind of cricket game that somebody put together in like 6 months with $50 million, and it still isn't finished being developed. But it's a cricket game. Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Steam.
Yeah, it's really bad.
the Ashes cricket.
Yep. Yeah, the show's not over yet. We're still going. We just gave away the ship at the 30 mark because some people can't stay awake that late. Okay. Next question. In the March studio report, Aaron Robbins mentions cap ships have people need to work together to manage engineering, weapons control, shields, communications, navigation, radar, plumbing, and accessories. And our favorite so far, electronics warfare. This is sounding more like an Artemis Bridge simulator level of detail. Do you think this will be enough to entice people to crew larger multi-crew ships versus soloing a single-seater ship?
Yes, and it will be the Idris spearheading, that sort of endeavors. I mean, once you get up to like the bigger ships, especially Idris and above now because it's frigate, you're gonna see a lot more bridge control type situations than you will see. Think of it more like you're going on an Enterprise cruise with all of your friends, rather than just you're on your own ship and you're.
But why? Why would I want to do that when I could just pilot my own ship? Why do I want to go hang out with you, Core?
Because it's cool.
Maybe because we're on a mission, and my mission will get you lots more money than you flying around, and your Aurora will get you.
Good point.
In the span of an hour for what we're going to do or whatever.
That's a good point. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's financially feasible, I think that would make it worthwhile doing that kind of thing. But if it's just like to hang out with somebody, I don't see the benefit.
That also just, completely not off topic, but segued that. If you do have a bunch of people all in the same ship doing a particular mission, and there's a designated amount of payoff at the end of that, how do we allocate who gets the percentage of cut of that said reward? Do we all sort of enter into some sort of formal contract beforehand stating that at the end of this mission you'll receive a percentage of that cut, or is it up to the person who's running the mission to allocate the amount at the end of it?
I think it's going to depend on a few things. First of all, it's going to depend on how good your relationship with the people involved is. If you have a good relationship, then you can make the stuff up on the fly at the end because, you can split depending on several, tiers of rewards or level of commitment or stuff like that. But if you don't have a good relationship with the people involved and they're purely there for the monetary asset, purely there for monetary contractual gain, then there should be a way, like in EVE, to set up a contract of what your minimum will be and what your maximum payout will be, depending on certain conditions. Mm-hmm. And in EVE, it was possible to set these up with actual percentages and margins and rules for that sort of stuff. And if you truly do get shafted, right, if someone just pays you the minimum or doesn't pay you at all, there is a way to put black marks on those reviews so that other people, that when the next time they work with you, will know, hey, he's got a bad review. And if it's one bad review, you can imagine that it's the person themselves that was probably, the asshole that was just shafted because he did something wrong. But if you've got 100 of these negative reviews and they make up 50% of your reviews, then people will be less inclined to go, oh yeah, I'll fly with him.
Wasn't there a point like a couple of weeks ago we were talking about an app like called Uber or something like that, and it's like a crowdsourced, not crowdsourced, but a crowd aggregate review system for like taxi cab drivers. Maybe it was Dodger or something was talking about on one of her vlogs. I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you could do the same sort of thing in there. And if you're going to do business with somebody, you start looking up their business performance, profile or whatnot. And if they've got a shit ton of bad reviews, don't do business with them.
That's exactly the deal that goes on like places like eBay and stuff like that. If you see them having hundreds of thousands of reviews and 99% of that is positive, then you're like, all right, well, I'm inclined to do business with them. They're probably legit. And that's the kind of system I think that these contractual based systems like in EVE, like in Star Citizen, are going to rely on pretty heavily. The more reviews you have, the more people can rely on your services, and the less reviews you have, the more people are going to be, wait, you've never done business with anyone in your life. Why should we trust you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I think it's probably better, especially in the beginning when nobody really knows anybody else, to rely on larger conglomerates and corporations for running like your security work and like your shipping work and stuff like that, because they have a vested interest in maintaining their business and maintaining their profits, so they're probably safer than hiring some random Joe. You might pay a little more, but you'll definitely get a better service, and your stuff will be a lot more secure.
Yeah.
Companies like the Imperium.
Like the Imperium.
I had to do it. I had
Like
to.
Imperium shipping.
No, that's fine.
All right, so
But
let's.
yeah.
Just give us all your money. I'll be happy.
I just want to keep going because
700.
Yep. Okay. Next question. Yep.
yes, we got lots of questions still to go. Like this one is specifically for Perfect. Johnny's Beef in Elmwood Park. Is there a better beef in Chicago?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So, okay.
Throw down the gauntlet.
If your bar is Johnny's Beef, you have not tasted Italian beef in Chicago. Okay. So, first things first. Okay, Johnny's is pretty good. Al's is also pretty good in Little
I've
Italy.
eaten at Al's before, yeah.
But if you want the best, the two places I can recommend, if you're near downtown, this is placed off of 9094. You take 9094 north, and it's on Grand and Ogden. It's near the intersection. It's on Grand, and it's called Riviera's. It's fantastic, incredible. If you are on the west side, near where I live, it's going to be like in your west suburbs, like Oak Park area, Forest Park, that kind of thing, or up north near the airport near O'Hare. It's on Harlem, so it's pretty easy to get to. It's called Barry's. So good. It's like the best place. I can't remember what neighborhood it's in. I think it's just north of Belmont, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic. So there's your answer.
Okay. This question is from Cyberwolf. Female models are now confirmed to being almost ready, being working on the complete bad freaking RS. I don't know what RS is. Female punk pirate outfit. Do any of you plan on playing a female character? Will Cora's dream of being a pretty princess come true at last?
Wait, my dream of being a pretty princess. I thought Trendane's dream was to be a pretty princess.
No.
He wants to be a pretty fuzzy animal. Honestly, I'm actually thinking of doing this for a more role play sort of thing. I want to set it up to where like every other generation is going to be a different sex. So when my character dies, like I give it to my daughter, I give it to my aunt, whatever, and then they give it to their son or something like that. So it kind of alternates back and forth. So I kind of have a different character all the time, and it changes gender on the fly.
Well, seeing as my main mission in the game is going to be to make money and to kill people, I mean, protect the peace of whatever, I really don't care what sex the character is. I mean, I'd probably go for female because it'd be more interesting to look at that ass than at the guy's ass, but that's just me.
But you're mostly first person in this game anyway, so you might not be looking.
Like I said, to me it adds no value.
Okay, Darren, what do you think?
I'm similar to you. I'll probably switch it around. I've got no real preference, but I'll probably do a bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
StarCast?
I'm not sure what I'll start with.
Oh, sorry.
We'll see what the models are like.
I thought you were done, Darren. Sorry, cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I know for a fact that Bod likes running a female character because he's got one in Landmark. So.
Well, so doesn't your boy Geek Boy?
Yeah, I know. Don't ask me. I don't even know what's going on there.
But you do like the animated ass.
I do. It's great fun to watch, and that's why it brings me to my point where my main character will probably be a male, but if I create a bunch of NPCs,
yeah, you're gonna be all surrounded. You're gonna be like Pimp Daddy.
All ladies, baby.
Yeah, all ladies.
All ladies. That's it. So I'm gonna have like a constellation with myself at the helm and a bunch of ladies. All right, ladies.
Death Riser says, "Geek, do you plan on
and
dying
then I
a lot?"
die.
Yes, I do.
The only reason that I would play a female character is to test a theory.
Okay.
And that is that the first time this is like very much like with the male character that with the language thing, I run into a Van Duel and he's like, "Argh," and I say 69, and it would be the same thing, but it would be the female character and the Van Duel would pull up next to him and he's like threatening to fire, and I just put the tits on the glass and see if he just and flies into the sun.
It's a good defense. The tit defense is a very good defense.
I still think we need to develop transporter technology and just beam bubble wrap over, and then we'll just
no war.
Just take over their whole damn planet.
No war. There will be no war. The bubble wrap.
See, instead of that, I'm just imagining beaming so much bubble wrap to them that they can't physically move, and they're just they're just stuck in their little houses, all surrounded by bubble wrap. It's like, well, we won the war.
Well, then why don't we just send over some like sticky foam?
See, that's why I said we should do that in our cargo areas.
Yep.
Have Instapack foam security systems.
And they're just stuck. What about you, Harris? Female character? Yes, no?
Probably not.
All right.
I like to roleplay myself.
Okay.
And give myself. So what I do, the first thing I do is I try to break the character creator. And the way I do that is I want to give myself the most ridiculous beard that I could possibly get. And I love making characters that look like homeless people.
Okay.
Because it's just so awesome to be like, especially in Star Citizen, because it's gonna be like, who's that guy who just destroyed my ship? And then you see a picture of me, I'm just like this massive hair and mess.
That's actually kind of cool.
With a beat up cup in your hand.
Exactly.
Spare a few UEC for a cup of coffee.
Toothless Bob just took me over.
So yeah, probably. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I think for my initial character it'll be like that. But for subsequent characters, if I'm just gonna roll a dice, and if my main guy has a daughter, then it'll be a female.
Okay.
I'll hit random till I'm satisfied and then click OK. I mean, that's what I do with every single game. Like, I every time I look at a character creator, I think, yeah, now I'm going to... And then I'll sit there for about 5 minutes and I go, I don't even random.
No, I'm completely opposite. Sometimes I'll spend like an hour making like the eyebrows just right, you know?
Yeah, no, but that's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
not
me.
that kind of guy.
All right, that was a good question. Let's move on to the next one here. This one is from Dazzler. This one's specifically for Bod. Did Bod's cat run away?
It was my sister's cat, and it was sick, and she's took it home now.
All right, so no more cat. All right, from Mucky93. With the Hornet, can I add the Ghost upgrade as well as the Veteran pack, or do I need to have 2 base Hornets?
You need to have 2 base Hornets. Wait, no. Sorry, Veteran pack and Ghost pack can go together.
I was going to say, it's not like breeding a golden chocobo. What the hell are we talking about?
Oh, Chocobo.
Sorry, I read that wrong. I thought it was
You can take a regular Hornet and turn it into a Ghost?
Yes.
Huh. So I shouldn't have bought the Hornet Ghost then.
$15 upgrade pack from the.
I see.
Yeah.
From the. You have to have a Ghost. A Hornet to start with.
Well, I didn't.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you just get Earl Scheib to paint it? I mean, what are we talking about?
$99.95.
Exactly.
Take it around the chop shop and get it sorted out.
All right. Taylong's question. What do you guys think of religious guilds in game? Does Bible bashing annoy you while playing? And I'm trying to figure out where he's coming from with this. Is he saying that he doesn't like people Bible bashing, or...
I think I'm okay with it as long as it's in fiction. Like if a cult is trying to recruit me in the universe.
The cult of the flying spaghetti monster.
Okay, and I swear, no offense to people, right? This is actually an Ohio thing, I think, for... it's probably not just an Ohio thing, but it's really prevalent here in Ohio. If you are a member of the...
Mormons?
Not the Mormons. It's the other...
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
And you make an account and then you use the account to proselytize, I might be a little bit upset.
We'll have to come and kill you.
I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to ask you
politely. Not in real life, in the game. Like, we'll hunt you
in the game,
down.
yes. And we'll blow you up.
We'll blow you up, yeah.
Where's your God now?
You're not one of the 4,400.
Not me. Say that.
Yeah, I think that major world religions that are here today probably won't be in the universe in that time period. So...
Jedis and Sith.
Just Jedis and Sith and Vanduls. So I think there probably really is no place for it in the game, but whatever. What were you going to say, Trent? Sorry.
There is... somebody did a study somewhere that most religions that have ever existed tend to last about 2,000 to 3,000 years, and then they're just gone.
Right.
Because they just collapse under their own weight.
which is what's happening
Or
with a lot of...
they disappear and are replaced by other movements.
Mm-hmm.
That take them over, or there's some sort of cultural revolution, or there's some sort of upheaval.
So,
and of course, the definition of what a religion is constantly changes and morphs as well. I mean, having an internet fad or cult or scene or forum or community can eventually be called a system of belief, depending on how they act, do, and how the government treats it. I mean,
so for Star Citizen, there will be a religious group called the Republicans.
Mm.
And,
or Republigists.
Mm.
It's always have should have an ist.
Republigists.
Anyway.
Yes. Okay, so moving on. There's a touchy one. Let's talk about politics next. All right.
No.
Oh, wait, we're at the last question already?
Yep.
Sounds it? 46?
Oh, wow. We're going to wrap up soon tonight, huh? Isn't the Domo Tribe a cult? Yes, of course.
But that's not a major religion.
No, but I'm the supreme executive commander leader. All right. So, in Squadron 42, do you think that we will serve different positions on the Idris? This is from Alefio.
Probably. We'll get promoted, I'm assuming, throughout the course of the story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We'll probably start out as, like, deck scrubbing boy, and by the end, we're, like, the
as
savior
what?
of the universe.
Gun scrubbing boy.
I said
As what?
Deck.
Deck.
Deck, yes.
Deck. Man, I don't know whose Navy this is, but sign me up.
Yeah.
You know, the Navy uses powdered soap because it takes longer to bend over and pick it up. But let's
Look, I was in the Navy, and we never used powdered soap. That's a
well,
joke.
you were clearly in the wrong Navy then.
Yeah, I was in the one that did get ass raped.
They use liquid soap.
Yeah.
Just as hard to pick up.
But no, as a joke, somebody in my family every year for Christmas would send me a soap on the rope. Just because. All right. Well, I guess that's about it for this week. Anybody else have any other questions? Oh, wait. Why isn't there a Domo Tribe org? Oh, that's okay. I'm with the Imperium. I don't have time to run an organization. And I somebody's actually running. We're having a guild in EverQuest Denmark and EverQuest Next, and I just have no interest in. I'll be in it, but I'm not. I can't run it. No, thank you.
That'd be really difficult.
Yeah, just no time. Okay, so once again, thank you everybody for coming tonight. We will not be here next week. I'm headed out to PAX, and hopefully I'll get some exclusive stuff. Now, I say I will not be here streaming this, but if you guys are not following already, follow this channel. I am going to be live streaming from the floor of PAX, whether it's Star Citizen or a bunch of other games I'll be finding out there. I'm going to be streaming to this channel right now, the Geekdomo channel. We'll be streaming. I'll be doing it whenever I can. Like if I find some interview, I'll turn my camera on and I'll be streaming to this channel. So you'll probably be able to get some cool PAX stuff like before most other people because it's going to be live right there.
And if you can't find the follow button, it's like right there.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the
right below us.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's go around the room here. Oh, PT Dragon gonna be at PAX. Okay. If you guys are going to PAX, send me an email, geek@geekdomo.com, and just let me know you're going to PAX, and we'll try to figure out some way to hook up. All right. All right. So, StarCast, tell us about your channel, please.
Sergeant Stackers, you guys can get me on Twitch at Sergeant Stackers and also on Twitter, Sergeant Stackers at Sergeant Stackers. I'll probably be streaming it sometime later on this evening for you guys. It's daytime for me, but yeah. Also, please follow the Bearded Warriors. All of us are currently, well, we're part of the Bearded Warriors. Some of us are more bearded than others.
Trendane still refuses to join because he doesn't have a Twitch channel.
Yeah, well,
I have a Twitch channel. I just don't use it.
He doesn't use it. When Star Citizen comes out, you gonna stream?
Yeah.
No?
Oh, you have to stream. You have to
we'll
stream.
We'll help you get all set up, Trendane.
Chronicles of Trendane out in space.
I've done one stream. I did one stream of ESO back during
10
the beta.
out of 10, I would watch that.
Yeah.
I would sit there and watch you exploring space while you narrate yourself.
Really damned boring.
No,
Really?
it doesn't matter.
Hell
We're all
no.
Really
If
damn
I-
boring.
fanboys.
If I can stream the hangar module for 9 fucking hours, I'm sure you can stream flying out in space for 2 hours and keep people amused.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I don't know how StarCast does it. I mean, he has a big hangar, as the ladies have said. But
We talked about this last week, right? The running
know.
animation.
10 hours.
It's enough. But yes, so that's me. So at Sergeant Stackers, pretty much everywhere. Also, guys, go onto the Domo forum as well, because we all put our in-game names and all of our channel names and stuff in there as well. So if you want to get in contact with different people as well, you can do that. But it's easier by following the Bearded Warriors because we're all there.
Yeah, and then every time
Except
one of
for
us goes,
Trend
when StarCast goes online, you get his. When Perfect goes online, you get his. So,
Yep.
there you go.
Whenever that is.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect nerd.
Yeah, Perfect Nerd. Sorry, I was reading something somebody wrote here. Yeah.
You can follow me on Twitch at Perfect Nerd. Follow all of us at bit.ly/beardwar.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Twitter at Perfect Nerd. Let me think. I'm not going to be streaming anytime soon, unfortunately, because I'm in this setup and it's just not going to work. I have one MIP up until I call AT&T and yell at them.
Tell him you're a fucking streamer.
I do a show.
I do a show.
I do a webcam show. You can't do this to me.
Yeah.
No, I will be eventually streaming probably next month-ish.
When are you coming home?
I will be back in 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks. Wow.
I'll be
That's
moving-
quite a deck.
Yeah, I'll be moving my...
It's a patio.
A patio?
It's not just the patio, it's the plumbing, it's other stuff. But yeah, I'll be back in a few weeks, and I will be moving house at that point, so I'll be in a new apartment.
Nice. Oh, you got a new place.
Yes, sir. Moving on up. Yeah, so nothing really happening for a little while.
All right. Mr. Core of Existence, who just now started streaming.
Yeah.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We're all on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm Core of Existence everywhere. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter. And mostly what I do is that every single night I stream for about 3 to 6 hours. Lately it's been a little bit shorter because I was sick last week. But this week we're looking good. My stream will be starting right after. Well, it's actually already started. But as StarCast comes to an end, my stream will be up for a couple of hours playing some Red Dragon. So
What is Red Dragon?
Red Dragon is a strategy game. It is mostly marketed as a rock, paper, scissors strategy game because it is very, very micro-intensive and units are like complete opposites. And you need actual good micro to make sure that your units don't die in a fire.
Cool.
So come check it out.
All right. Mr. Bod?
It can be found on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, just bod699. I stream a little when I can, based on depending on my schedule. Mainly do a lot of been playing a lot of indie games recently, but kind of got the landmark itch with debug with
Yeah, it's
the
good.
close beta, and kind of getting sucked into that a little bit.
In your table door.
Yeah, Stackers and he's. I think you guys did that as a joke. You spoiled it on the stream.
Screwed it.
I think he because I logged out in the house. I think he intended for me to log in and obviously get screwed. And I thought, what the hell? And not realise what was there. But someone spoiled it on the stream. It's
all right.
funny.
It's all right.
All right. Mr. Chendane?
What is the this? Everybody's talking about people owing me a quarter.
I don't know. I have no
Where
idea.
did this come from? I was not aware of people owing me money. You know,
Yeah. I thought we squared up.
I
Millions of dollars and everything. I don't know.
I know.
Need another quarter?
but I
Don't,
I-
I don't know. It's just, Domo, you still owe Trendane a quarter.
I don't know what that
Hello?
means.
and apparently, Core owes me a quarter now. I think it's just because people were saying that they're Core everywhere, Core of Existence everywhere, Geekdomo everywhere,
Oh.
and my thing is Trendane everywhere. And I think you guys are supposedly horning in on my territory, or what
I
the
think
hell
that's what my
ever.
intention was, actually. To steal your thunder.
Oh, go ahead. I don't use it. So yeah, I'm Geekdomo everywhere and Core of Existence everywhere. And I'm there now. Now we're settled up, and I'm also Trendane everywhere. And I owe myself a quarter, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time playing Elder Scrolls Online for the foreseeable future. However, tomorrow night, I will be getting a little bit
yeah?
with Rico over on Star Citizen Base Radio.
That was freaking me out. I thought maybe you got a date.
Oh, well, with Rico.
With Rico.
But Rico's like 1,000 miles away.
Oh, he's more than 1,000 miles away, but you know.
Oh well, you can just pretend.
But they're always funny, those shows. The shows that you're on are always
pretty funny, and we're hanging out in the beta chat on RSI's website, which is really kind of funny. And anytime I say something that makes him do that howler monkey thing where he does that screaming laughter, everyone in chat's like, "Hail the howler monkey!" I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And it gets funnier every time it happens. It's amazing.
I have to catch one of those. I haven't caught one yet.
It's great.
Do they have them available after the fact?
Nope.
Okay.
That's why it's not a podcast.
Oh, well. All right. Well, yeah, and so I'm Geekdomo. This is my channel. I do my stuff over here. Playing a lot of EverQuest Next right now. I'm going to be doing some Goat Sim some point soon. I got it. I haven't...
Goat Stimulator. No, that's not what it is.
Yes, we're doing some goat stimulation. I don't really plan on playing it for hours and hours and hours, so what we'll probably end up doing is doing EverQuest in the morning and then do a goat stim and then later on the afternoon with some metal music.
Metal goat stim, yes!
Yes.
Oh, I am so looking forward to that.
So we're going to do that, and so you'll see that. Just follow. Best way to catch up whenever I'm streaming is just to follow my Twitter, because I tweet about 10 times that I'm going to be streaming soon. Now I'm streaming. Okay, the stream is over. So I'll let you know what's going on through Twitter. All right. So we will see you guys in 2 weeks. This video should be up on YouTube tomorrow or the next day. And thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you all the guests we had tonight in the audience. Thank you so much for being here. It was great. And yeah.
Come check out my channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Everybody go Blitz Core right now.
We're going to raid Core. He doesn't know we're coming. Core, what's your channel? Put your link up.
I'm going.
Did it earlier.
Gotta have it faster.
God.
All right, we're raiding Core. We're going to go double raid and then let him know that we're there so he doesn't know that we're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about EverQuest Next Landmark, which is now just called Landmark. But come by the show sometime. You'll see me playing it. I'm almost going to blow my phone up with all the tweets. I do tweet a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I will see you in a couple of days. And then actually next Thursday and Friday and Saturday, you should see me on this channel anyway. But for those of you who are just here for Star Citizen, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.